It is very difficult to associate or even imagine the words short and NBA players together, but believe it or not, there are a lot of players that are considered to be short, and in today's video we are counting down our picks for the top shortest NBA players in history. Let's jump right into it. Number 10, Charlie Crist. Dubbed as the oldest rookie and shortest player, Charlie Crist is on our number 10 on the list today. Don, Dino, Martin, and Willie Somerset were both 5'8" and played in the NBA, so Charlie Crist isn't the only 5'8" behemoth. Crist's journey to the NBA was long and winding. Following graduation from New Mexico State University, he joined the Continental Basketball Association, but despite being named Most Valuable Player twice, his desire was always to play in the NBA. This ambition came true in 1977, 7 years after graduation from college. Thanks to the sheer tenacity and perseverance, Crist was chosen by his coach, Hubby Brown, because of his speed and ability to shoot and pass. Safe to say his height was never really a hindrance for him in his incredible NBA journey. Number 6, Keith Jennings, 5'7". He is truly an inspiration, that is all we can say. He could have easily seen his height as a major setback for himself, but the 5'7" Keith Mr. Jennings, in simple words, is unstoppable. He has always played bigger than he was, is what he believes, and we definitely couldn't agree more. Jennings earned his bachelor's degree in 1991 from East Tennessee State University. He joined the Golden State Warriors as a point guard in 1992 and stayed with them until 1995. He also participated in teams from Germany, Spain, Turkey, Russia, and France. Following his playing career, Jennings went on to coach a number of Virginia and Tennessee high schools and colleges. He is currently an assistant coach at Bluefield College in Bluefield, Virginia, and in 2013 he was inducted into the East Tennessee State University Athletics Hall of Fame. Number 8, Monty Tao. People call him underdog due to his 5'7" stature, but it is impossible to even notice his height when he dazzles everyone with his moves on the court. We're talking about point guard Monty Tao. Tao enrolled at North Carolina State University, and head coach Norm Sloan had serious reservations about him joining the Wolf Pack. He thought there were no way he could survive on the court. Well, how wrong was he? He was especially proven wrong when Tao led the team to victory in the national championship. He flew past his opponents as if they were standing still, and despite his short frame, he executed confidence. Tao was selected by the Denver Nuggets in 1976 NBA draft and played for them from 1976 to 1977. Tao became an assistant coach at NC State after his playing career. He went on to coach at a number of universities, and he is currently the assistant coach at Middle Tennessee State University. Are you a fan of Monty Tao? Be sure to tell us by commenting. Number 7, Anthony Webb. Like every player on this list, he didn't care that he was 5'7". He is Anthony Webb. He managed to have an average of 9.9 and has played a total of 814 games as point guard. He didn't gain national attention not due to his height, but due to his brilliance in the craft. Webb was given a scholarship to North Carolina State University in 1983, and he was known at CSU as the satellite, who could literally leap into orbit. Webb began his career with Atlanta Hawks in 1985, and then he played for Sacramento Kings, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Orlando Magic. Webb is well known for being the shortest player to ever win the NBA Slam Dunk contest in 1986. On our number 6, we have Greg Grant. You know it's going to be an engaging game when Grant is playing. That is the sheer energy he possesses. Grant was drafted in 1989 and played a year with the Phoenix Suns before signing as a free agent with New York Knicks in 1990. He signed with Philadelphia 76ers as a point guard in December 1991 and played with them until 1993 before joining the Orlando Magic. In 1994, Grant added that lineup provided him the chance he'd always wanted, and that it boosted his confidence during his tenure with the 76ers. After retiring, Grant began running a sports academy in his hometown of Trenton, New Jersey after his career ended. Number 5, Wataru Misaka. On number 5, we have Wataru Misaka, who stands at 5'7". Misaka was still in high school at the start of the World War II. His Japanese ancestry was a bigger hindrance for him than his height. He dropped out of college to serve in the United States Army for 2 years, including a tour of duty in Japan. In Hiroshima, he spoke with survivors of the atomic explosion. He explained how people saw him as a traitor in the army, but that was not the case when it came to basketball. He returned to the University of Utah after serving in the army, and his collegiate basketball team won the National Invitation Tournament Championship in 1947. Between 1947 and 1948, Misaka played point guard for the New York Knicks, becoming the first Asian American and the first non-Caucasian player to play in the NBA, which was then known as the Basketball Association of America. Misaka was elected to the Utah Sports Hall of Fame in 1999. His journey was full of struggles, but all his hard work paid off in the end. Number 4, Luis Cloutz. He was also called Luis Red, as people remembered him for his vibrant red hair. Cloutz, who is 5'7", as well put together Washington Generals who have played the Harlem Globetrotters in the exhibition contest for over 50 years. Cloutz made his NBA debut in 1947 as a point guard for Baltimore Bullets. He eventually purchased the Philadelphia Spas and of the American Basketball League and renamed them as the Washington Generals. 5 years later, the Generals were invited to join the Harlem Globetrotters on tour in 1953. Cloutz's team has become legendary ever since, though not for the reasons one might assume. Although the Generals have lost over 13,000 games, Cloutz has always played for the win. Who knew that 5'7" would ever be considered as short? Well, the NBA terms, it apparently is. Number 3, Melvin Hirsch. On number 3, we have 5'6" Melvin Hirsch. We do not really know much about him other than the fact that he joined the Boston Celtics in the NBA. Following a loss against Manhattan College in the season's last game, a famous newspaper wrote that the game would have been completely different if there were 2 or 3 more Melvin Hirsches in the team. Hirsch played 13 games with the Celtics and scored 19 points, despite the team missing the playoffs. Do you know more about Melvin Hirsch? Make sure telling us doesn't slip your mind. Number 2, Early Boykins, the guy who learned to dribble with a mere tennis ball, started playing the game at a very young age. He's only 5'5" and weighs about 133 pounds. Boykins attended the Eastern Michigan University from 1994 to 1998, where he joined the Eagles basketball team and became the nation's second leading scorer. The guard quickly became known for his amazing court scenes, speed, ball handling, shooting, and passing abilities. He was not picked by NBA team after college, but he nevertheless made an impact on the game throughout short-term contracts. He even spent a season in the Italian A-League with Virtus Bologna. In 2008 and 2009, he was signed by the NBA's Washington Wizards and later played for the Milwaukee Bucks and Houston Rockets. And number 1, Muggsy Bogues. At only 5'3", he is the shortest player in NBA history. Muggsy Tyrone, when Bogues was growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, he received his moniker from neighboring players. They said he was mugging them since he was so skilled at defense. Every day he's had to prove himself and show the world that he can stand beside giants as an equal. This is what should inspire everyone. Don't let anything come in the way of you and your dreams. So we hope you enjoyed today's video on the shortest NBA players in history. We will see you guys soon in another one of our videos. We hope you have a fabulous day. Bye.